After Asari implored Tinubu to permit the Igbo people to secede from Nigeria, the Arewa group has responded. Okay, Asari actually called on Mr. Tinubu to allow the Igbos to go their way. They have agitated for too long. Okay, so if they cannot fit into Nigeria, let them be allowed to go and live by themselves in their own way. So after all that statement made by Asari Dokubo, the Arewa Consultative Forum, Arewa Group, they have come out now to say no. Anybody that is saying any group should secede from Nigeria must be a child, does not have the history of Nigeria. That by the Nigerian Constitution, no group should be allowed to succeed. Can you imagine? And that is exactly why Nigeria is still what it is, because they coined Nigerian Constitution in such a way that they cannot allow anybody to succeed. Okay? And they know that Igbo succeeding will not allow, because the Hausas are actually not contributing anything to the growth of Nigeria. They are feeding fat from southeast, south, and southwest. That is the truth. Even their own system, they are not productive in any way. That is it. And that is why they know, in fact, I think some quarters said British has told them if they allow Nigeria to divide, that they will suffer the most, because that the less industrial people, they resort to begging most of the time. And that is why they still, if they cut off the resources coming from the south that the entire nation is sharing, then sorry, their own is finished. Okay? So, this is what the Arewa group is saying in response to recent remarks made by Asari Dokubo, an ex-Niger Delta militant. The Arewa Consultative Forum has issued a statement. Recall that Dokubo recently pleaded with President Tinubu and the National Assembly during a live Facebook video on his page to permit the Southeast people to separate from Nigeria due to the ongoing unrest in the region. He pledged to collect 1 million signatures from the citizens endorsing his proposal. Alhaji Baba Sule Bisala, a member of the National Executive Council of the Arewa Consultative Forum, responded to the incident by saying that Dokubo is making this cause because he is ignorant of Nigerian history. The word secession is foreign to Nigeria's constitution, according to Bisala, and no tribe will be permitted to secede from the union. Can you imagine? Many people, particularly those in the younger age, are ignorant about Nigeria's past. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and all the other tribes are connected by marriages, businesses, and other links. And so the Igbos claim that the desire to secede is unreal. The breakaway Dokubo is referring about won't succeed, he declared. Can you imagine? So why will he not succeed? Why will he not allow the Igbos to go their way? That is the question. So secession or autonomy is not new in Nigeria. It's not new in the whole world. Okay? The British left the EU, and that is normal. They broke East and West Germany, North and South Korea. It has happened. Okay, the former USSR was broken down into Russia, Ukraine, and even Slovakia. Okay, so countries breaking is not new. It's not new. We know that it can be painful because a lot of people are already interconnected by marriage and by business and whatever. But then there's not, if there is a way to go to have peace in the country, then let it be. Why won't you allow the Igbos to go? And still you say Igbo man cannot be president of Nigeria. You can never allow him hold a meaningful position in Nigerian government. And you say he must be. Do you force a marriage? If you force a marriage, you're only looking for suicide, or you're looking for murder. That is it. Because one person will definitely kill the other or kill himself to be able to break away. So you cannot tell us that by Nigerian Constitution, nobody is allowed to leave the union. Who told you? Were we united until 1914 that Lord Lugard came from Britain to come and unite the North and South Nigeria together? We're not united, and we're living peacefully. It was even better then. So what I was saying, if we have to go back to that, to have peace in Nigeria. Why not? Because we've seen that we're not fit to be together. From 1914 to 2014 was 100 years. So it's now 109 years that amalgamation took place, and it has been 109 years of trouble in Nigeria. So the best thing is to allow everyone to go his own way. Simple. Okay? It's going their own way. If that is what is going to bring peace, so be it. Let every region go and harness their resources, unite themselves, and work for themselves. Simple. Okay? So it's either you allow Nigeria to allow people to go their way, or you run a government of inclusiveness. Because you cannot say Igbo man cannot be anything. Even when he purely won the election, you still don't want to give him. And you are saying he cannot go away and you cannot give him meaningful position. So what does that mean? You are relegating him, you are killing him, you destroy his business, you kill his people, and you do everything, and you say he should not go away. That means what do you want to do? You will just want to annihilate the Igbos, because that is what you want. And now the Yorubas have joined the Hausas and the Fulani in the annihilation plan against the Igbos and the Fulanization of Nigeria and Islamization of Nigeria. So all of that, it will not work. Okay? It obviously will not work. You have to let them go. So the man that, what is his name? Asari Dokubo, I'm sure what he said is not in his heart. God must have put that in his mouth. Because Asari Dokubo is recently has been used by the current government now to also desecrate the Igbos. Okay? So for him to say that they should be allowed to go, I'm sure probably God is putting it in his mouth to say, because that is really the interest of the Igbos. Somebody is saying here, regulations are man-made and can be changed. The breakaway is imminent and very much welcome. Exactly. Somebody say, marriage, I know, like you said, isn't by force. And that is it. Marriage is not by force. The Lord has spoken, not Dokubo. Let my people go. Bagam. Exactly what I said. The same thing that the Israelites wanted to leave Egypt, and the Egyptians said they would never let them go, and until God came to their rescue, and they gave them the kind of plague that they never recovered from. Okay, that was when they allowed the Israelites to leave. And that is exactly what it is here now. Except Nigeria is looking for something else that God will put on it, and they will not be able to recover, especially the Fulanis, the Hausas, and some of the Yorubas that have come against the Igbo so much. Okay, except they are looking for something, and the kind of intervention that God will do, they may not recover from it. Vice President Shettima wanted the government to negotiate with him indirectly because he is their commander and sponsor of terrorists in Nigeria. Can you imagine? Now, if Igbos are allowed to go on their own, then he, Asari Dokubo, will ask for his people's secession as well as other geographical zones in Nigeria. So be it. Let everybody go his own way. Nigeria Constitution Forum wouldn't support Igbo succeeding, okay? And at the same time, wouldn't support them being inclusive in the government. That is how bad it is, okay? So can you see the depravity of human mind? The time will tell, and exactly time will tell. You won't let the Igbos go, and you won't run a government of inclusiveness to include them. So what do you want? You want to turn them to slave? It won't work, okay? Exactly what somebody has said here, that what Asari Dokubo has said, God has spoken through his mouth. It was not Asari Dokubo that said this. It means that the time is near, and definitely the Southeast will go their way. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment for this.